Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the coffee shop, episode 2. We don't know what we're doing, but I am the caffeine. My name's Jake.
We changed my name. I'm no longer Lean, apparently. I guess I'm Cream because I'm the whitest one. So,
It
I'm
made more
Cream.
sense.
I'm Garrett.
Yeah, coffee needs its cream.
Yeah.
I'm the bean, I guess. I'm the base, Because I'm
Mm.
base. All my opinions are based.
And without
That's
one of
debatable.
us, the fucking coffee's ruined.
So real. So real. Well, how's it going, guys? How is everyone?
I woke up like 30 seconds ago. I was thrown into this. So now I have some coffee, sponsored by coffee. Coffee shop is sponsored by coffee. Mm.
This is Big Coffee. We're sponsored by Big Coffee.
We're sponsored by Big Bean, okay?
Big Bean.
Big
The
coffee.
Big Bean Corporation. That better not be an actual company.
I sure hope not. I don't want to have to get sued already.
Yeah, I know. Then we were like, you're not supposed to be talking about our company, and we'll be like, we didn't even. Who even are you? Like the Thanos bit. I don't even know who you are.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think I'm about ready for it.
Yeah, we got a tier list for what is the best pet.
I personally already know what's winning.
So, first off, do we want to start with the basic ones? We've got some
Yeah, we
left
should probably
fields.
start with the basics.
We got
Throw us
the
down the
dog.
line.
Got the dog.
I think Dog has been with us since history began. Was hunting with us. Was comforting us, warming us up in the winter, pulling our sled. Dog has founded mankind since the beginning, giving us the sloppy kisses, the adorable smiles, assisting us in
This is
creating
really
society.
not going to
We would
go
not be
well
this-
for a short tier list, okay, Jake? You want to just, like, give your opinion and shut the fuck up?
S tier.
Okay, cool.
I think they're a bit
A
needy.
tier. A tier.
I think dogs are a bit needy.
I think cats go S tier.
How we do S tier is, like, we put everything in A and then we discuss over the A tiers,
Okay,
remember?
yeah, put cats in A tier. That's like a no-brainer.
Fish.
D tier.
Fish or D tier?
Alex, what do you think?
What do you think about fish?
Fish?
Fish.
Mhm.
Like, just generalized fish people?
Like
I feel
every
like-
fish, yeah.
Goldfish.
Every fish? I mean, there are some pretty cool fish, to be
That's-
fair.
That is true.
Piranhas are kind of sick. I think piranhas at least get a C.
But that being
I would-
said, they're in the ocean, and the ocean is the worst. So
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, we got
What's
hamsters,
the-
guinea pigs, these type of things.
They smell and they die. I don't-
Huckable balls of fur.
Dude, just think about all the traumatized children. Like, that deserves D. You come home from school and your fucking hamster that was alive for not even a month is dead. And then your parents had to explain what death is. Hamsters are terrible.
but that's like a very important part of life.
I feel like you
But
either
what
get that
better
with
animal?
a goldfish or a hamster. Like, you get that with a goldfish or a hamster.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Exactly. It's an
Alright.
important life lesson to learn, and I think a hamster and a fish are like definitely perfect
Yeah,
animals
let
for
'em
that
see.
because they're
You're right.
basically
You're right.
useless.
They're basically
Name-
useless
name-
other than that one life lesson.
Name one good thing a hamster has ever done.
They feed people inside of, like, Chile or stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, there's some countries that eat hamster.
They're really, like, they produce a lot of offspring and everything, so.
Honestly, wait. Bunnies. Bunnies next. I feel like that's more normal as well, and people eat it.
Bunnies, rabbits, silly
I
rabbit.
think they smell, but they're cute.
That whole like animal subgroup is just smelly.
Well, because they're
it's
originally
just
supposed
like
to be outside.
rodents in general, really.
Is a rabbit a rodent? Is that what they
Yeah.
are?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
I'm not smart
this-
enough to know the difference. Keep
It's the
going.
same category as rats. Let's put right next to guinea pig.
All right.
You know, they're cute.
Guinea
They
pig is in
serve
C,
purpose.
rabbit is in C. I should have discussed
Can we
with
put
you guys
can we put
beforehand.
guinea pigs in B specifically for the movie G-Force?
Dude, what about Wonder Pets?
Yeah,
Fair.
I just like G-Force.
Oh, okay. Well, he shit on my
I
childhood
like
show,
these.
so it's not moving.
What? What childhood show?
Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets isn't bad. I didn't say it was.
You just went eh.
Fuck you. Next one.
Squirrel.
Alright, we've got this stupid dumbass one, squirrel. Why do we have this?
Squirrels are pretty lit.
Sugar gliders. Worlds are cool as fuck.
Anything else?
Nope.
They're so epic. Put them up there.
In what tier? A, B?
B.
Or B tier. Alright, going on the rodents type deal. Hedgehogs.
Oh, they're cute.
I want a hedgehog so fucking bad.
Sonic is pretty cool.
Yeah, Sonic
And
is
Shadow.
epic.
S tier.
Yeah, that's S tier for me.
S
To
tier.
protect themselves.
That's A tier.
Yeah, I know. We go to S tier after.
Yeah,
no,
my bad.
No,
S
no,
tier.
We go to S tier after we've put everything in A tier.
No, put it in
it's in after, Alex.
the hedgehog in S tier.
Bearded dragon. Alright.
Bearded dragons. I want a lizard.
Caleb accidentally killed his bearded dragon, therefore it should at least get B in memory.
I want a lizard so bad. I used to have a gecko.
Do you not know that story?
No.
So you know which Caleb we're talking about. He had a bearded dragon, and he was like showing it to us and shit when me and Alex came over, and like, oh cool, he has a bearded dragon. Like that was of the knowledge, right? And then we went to school one day, and he's like, you know, seems pretty upset, and we're like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? And he's like, I accidentally killed my bearded dragon. I'm like, how? He's like, I fell asleep with it, and I rolled over and killed it. I'm like, oh.
Bro suffocated his bearded dragon to death.
It's so sad. So in memory, he has to.
He was like, I wanted to sleep with him, and so I took him out of his cage and I put him on my chest and I fell asleep. And I woke up, I was laying on top of him.
Yeah, I'm like, that's B tier at least. He deserves it.
He's above a squirrel.
I don't know about that.
Twiddle.
Master Oogway.
Turtles are boring.
They're stinky too.
We used to always get turtles, because they would like try to cross the roads, and my dad would just like stop and pick them up, and then we would just leave them inside we'd leave them inside this old like farm trough that we had for like the animals, and we would just leave them in there with like water, and then feed it like lettuce and grass and other stuff. Just be
Your
like
dad
there.
kidnapped turtles and just like created an environment. That's fire.
Pretty much.
They're stinky.
They are
and
pretty
they're
stinky.
Cool.
They are pretty stinky.
Those stink? They are?
I put them stinky. Oh yeah, they hella stink.
I put them lower.
Lower?
Yep.
Alright.
Turtles are cool.
But they don't really
cool
do
thing
anything
about a turtle.
Yeah, name one cool thing.
He literally can't.
He literally
can't. He
Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, wait, hold up. Snakes. Snakes? I think haven't they haven't evolutionized for like millions of years.
Evolved? Evolutionized.
Yeah. Evolutionized.
Same thing, dude. They're just little danger noodles, man. They go around. They're pretty cool. Horn snakes. Horn snakes are cute. They kind of freak me out.
I know your cousin, Alex. He hates snakes. He has a horrible phobia of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like snakes. Yeah.
He hates them.
I mean, snakes are alright. I think they're kind of. They're kind of. I don't know. They're cool, but I think that's just because they're in the reptile category, and reptiles are kind of cool.
Yeah, reptiles are just
but
cool.
Other than that, they don't have much going for them, except for that one, the rattlesnake that has a little rattle on the end. That's kind of cool.
Dude, Rango.
But you die.
Rango's not a fucking snake, idiot.
No, but like Jake from Rango, and he's like, you ain't got the killer in your eye.
You're not from Rango. What do you mean?
You ain't got the killer in your eye. Alright, axolotl.
I like them in Minecraft.
I want one.
I think they're pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever actually seen one.
I definitely have. I took care of somebody's axolotls here in the military. They stink, but they're really intelligent.
I feel like just most animals in general would probably stink at this point. Like, is that what we're getting based down?
No.
Like, they stink?
Well, because, like, think about it. Dogs don't really stink. Cats don't really stink.
Have you ever
Horses
been
don't really stink
near a dog that is wet? A wet dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dogs
Wet
stink.
dog has a smell, but I don't think it's smelly. I'm
Dogs
like, oh, it's a wet dog. I think it's pleasant. I don't really mind it.
You also smoke Tabasco. Tobacco. Not Tabasco.
Tabasco. Dude,
Tabasco
I
sauce.
hella Tabasco. I put that shit in a pipe, bro.
Alright. Are we saying like high C? I mean, we don't really.
Yeah, high C, but just because they're mutated. They came from a lake in New Mexico. From an irradiated lake. It's pretty cool.
You fine with that, Alex?
They got a crazy origin.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright. Bird.
Birds. Simply for the fact that they can talk to you. That's like B tier.
That's like parrots and shit. If I had a falcon or something like that, like a bird that I could have, like, I don't know.
Owls.
Like a big bird with big.
Yeah, big bird that you could
bird.
summon and just send them on people.
It would be cool.
That'd be sick as fuck. I want an owl that I can just like wake up in the middle of the night, go outside, whistle, and he just becomes summoned. And I'm like, get me a rodent, and he just comes back with a mouse. You know?
Right.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Okay.
Put him in B. Alex, you think birds deserve B? B for bird, dude.
Birds are
Great.
dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
Birds are dumb. They're loud, annoying. They shit everywhere. They're so high maintenance.
Okay.
Where did we put them?
B for bird.
No.
You would think about falcons, owls, eagles, crows.
Pets. Those aren't pets.
They
We're talking
are.
about pet here. We're talking about pets.
They are pets.
When you think of
People
pet
have-
bird, I think of those dumbass little bitches that are like the size of a fucking dollar bill that shit everywhere.
No, because I think of owls. When I was a kid, they had a falconeer that came by, and he had like a collection of birds that were sick as fuck. They would like interact with the kids.
I wouldn't say that's a pet bird though.
It is.
No, I'd say that's a falcon that's been trained. It's like a circus animal.
All right, fine. Put them in C, even though it doesn't make sense.
It makes plenty of sense.
All right, cow. Cows produce 600 pounds of meat, and
I
they're
like
fluffy.
hamburgers, and I
like
milk.
hamburgers.
I like
And
dairy.
I think cows, in general, they're a fucking vibe.
A tier. Well, it's a pet. We got to think of it pet-wise.
Yeah, you can milk your pet. That's fine. He's fluffy. Highland cows.
You can milk your pet. It's fine.
Anyway, it's a
Yeah,
cow.
random tits on a snake. Can I milk it?
Oh my god.
You can milk venom from a snake and then kill people with it.
People from Skyrim, you can milk those ones.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're editing. We're editing.
Put that cow in A tier, motherfucker.
Cow in A tier.
A sheep.
Yep.
I think
I had
that's
a
an
goat.
asshole.
I had a goat. They were so fucking loud. I don't know if we're putting that in the same category as this, but the goat was so loud and he was dumb as hell.
When I first met Jeremiah on the bus, he was like, "Hey, do you want to see my goats?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it," because I live pretty close to him. And got off the bus, and the first thing I saw was his little fainting goats, and they like ran to the gate, and they were like, "Meh," and I tried to pet them, and they fell over. It was pretty cool. I love fainting goats. I would say they're kind of a hassle though, because you have to shave them.
Get rid of their coats.
Yeah, that's kind of a hassle. And I think simply for that, maybe low B, high C. I think.
All right,
C
cool.
is
Yeah, see. Horse.
Stallion.
Horses.
Yes,
I don't know
horses,
about
Alex. That's what we're
horses.
talking about. Are you doing something other than what we're doing right now? Because
Horses.
I think.
Horses are cool, I
I'm
guess.
putting them in D tier. Pigs.
Oh, whoa!
Pigs.
Whoa!
Pigs. Moving on.
I won't allow
Moving on.
disrespect.
Alex is taking way too long to explain
Whoa.
anything.
I'm thinking, man. You can't just. A horse is such a beautiful, majestic animal. You can't just be like, bam, that's what I think, you know?
Alex,
Dude, they're
we
also
tried
the
to get your
horses
opinion
that
on
walk on,
sheep,
like,
and it
you
took
can
so
ride
long for you to
horses.
say
You
anything.
can ride horses. You can shoot off of javelin. You can stab people on horses. Like The options are endless.
All right, A tier. All
Thank
right,
you.
pigs.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's a bit high though.
Pig. They're gross. They eat each other.
They eat people.
F
tier.
They're cool.
F tier.
Pig and
What do you mean that's cool, Gary? Explain
I said
yourself
they're
right
cool,
now.
not.
Oh, okay.
I've seen TikToks of pet pigs and they won't stop yelling.
Apparently, they're like the third smartest animal or something. I don't know.
Lizard.
Gecko lizard.
No
The
opinion.
gecko from PlayStation 2. Anybody?
No.
No.
I had a gecko. Good thing my nieces and nephews didn't let it last very long.
Oh. C tier? Oh, B. Are they that interesting? I don't know anything about geckos, by the way.
They're pretty cool. I like them.
Do they climb walls?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of sick. Little spider monkeys. All right, alligator.
Crocodile, alligator.
Croc. I think having an attack croc would be kind of sick.
I just want a
Like
crocodile.
A totodile. Like a little baby. I think B. I mean, they're cool as fuck. You could feed them just about anything, and
I'm
you
pretty
could
sure
throw,
that we
like,
would die, though.
That's a C tier then. I don't want to die, but they're kind of cool. Terrifying, but cool. All right, Alex's S tier has been used, so.
What about Alex? You didn't say anything about sheeps. Like you,
That's true.
you
I
put
have
like
no
5
opinion on
seconds.
sheep.
You
I
put
have
like
no
5
opinions on
second
sheep.
pauses in
I have
between
no
any
opinions
time.
on sheep.
All
I
right.
think my
No
S tier is
opinion.
dog.
Like what?
S tier is dog. All right, my S tier has been used. Garrett,
I don't know.
you're hovering over pig, which concerns me.
No, I'm just looking around.
Okay. I was gonna say, Garrett, do not put pig in S tier, you son of a bitch.
Honestly, I was thinking because like you guys were talking about having like a mascot or like something for like the channel rather than it just being Asta and whatnot. And I was thinking of doing a gecko, with like a bandana, like either a gecko or like a lizard type thing. I really like geckos. I need to get another gecko now that I'm not plagued by my family. But I like geckos. Geckos are so cute.
You could put them in S. All right, this is a fundamentally correct list, and this is how it's going to stay. Forever.
Unequivocally correct. Anatomically correct, if you will.
I agree. I think this is the official pet tier list. Like, nobody else can argue.
These are the only pets, by the way. Those are the only pets ever. Just so you know.
We
Yeah,
can
if you
do
have any-
exotic pets next, like later. I mean, because we didn't do falcons or like any of the other exotic pets, but I feel like a crocodile is pretty exotic, so we might have fucked ourselves with that.
Overstepped our bounds.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One thing I do have to just say, I think we're probably gonna get some flack for not putting cats in S tier.
Oh, definitely.
Where do we put cats?
A
tier.
tier. Because you put
no, that's a good spot.
You put hedgehogs in.
They don't. They don't provide any sort of emotion, really, for the most part. So I don't think they deserve to be in S tier.
Bro has a cat.
I think that depends on the person too.
Like dogs are too dependent, and cats are too independent. You know,
too nonchalant.
So I don't think either of them belong in S tier, personally.
I mean, I'm just a dog person. Like, growing up, I always had a canine companion.
Nice segue. All right, we're talking about our childhood pets now.
Yeah. So, growing up, I had a husky, I had a mutt, and I had a cocker spaniel, and a poodle mix. He's still alive, by the way. He's old. Yeah, her name was Annie. A cockapoo. She was a little cockapoo.
Is Annie okay?
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Shut up.
She's fine. Yeah, she's just old.
That's good.
She's just really old. My grandma always tells me about Annie because, like, I guess it was just my childhood dog that I was attached to. And, she's just, like, really old and chilling. My grandparents are retired now. Annie's retired. We had to get rid of the husky because we lived in California and huskies need like huge spaces, and we didn't really know.
In California,
not enough room for your dog, huh?
Yeah, it's too big of a dog and not.
You didn't just let him run across the street wherever he wanted at all times, like some people.
No, because we're not irresponsible pet owners. We would take her on walks though.
That's what you're
I just
supposed
don't remember
to do.
her name.
Dog. This is
Oh.
border default.
I remember Annie and Sasha, but I don't remember the husky because we didn't have her for very long.
Damn.
It was like Starry or something. It was something weird.
Sorry.
Yeah, Starry. It was
the
like
game of sorry.
But like spelled weird, you know?
Soiree.
And then we had another dog that I don't really remember because it was a traumatic time in my life.
Honk shoe
and then
boy.
we had Liam, and Liam was the best. My God, that really confirmed my personality as a dog person.
He was a good boy.
Dude, he was fucking awesome. He had an irregular heartbeat. Like, his heart would stop for a solid 3 seconds. And then it would go, boo-doo, 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 and then it would calm down and go back to a normal heart rate. And I'm like, that's weird.
If
like,
Jake
Liam,
was a dog, it'd be Liam.
100%, bro.
Oh,
Him
yeah.
and
That's like the perfect description of that dog.
Mm-hmm.
It is Jake.
It was Jake. Mm-hmm.
Dude, him and I slept in the same bed. I made sure he had like the best dog food in the world. If I had leftover dinner, I would give it to him. I'm surprised he wasn't fat, honestly.
You'd eat dog food?
No, I would just give him
you
human
said
food
you'd
too.
give him your leftover dog food.
Dude, I ate dog food.
Did I say that?
You said you gave him the best dog food and you'd give him your leftover dinner.
Oh yeah, both.
Oh.
I used to go to Costco. I'd buy like the premium dog food, like
he
the
gave
fucking
the leftover
bag.
dog food that he was chomping on for snacks.
Yeah, dude, I would eat kibble.
I actually did try dog food. A while.
Every kid has
at least dog.
At least try it. Yeah.
Person that had a dog. I don't know if Alex has eaten.
Alex had a dog.
I had dog food at school one time.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I was in seminary, which is like seminary is like school, but like for like religion. And so you go to this class and they teach you about religion. But
right.
They were doing some sort of she was teaching about the gospel of God and all that, and then she somehow was like trying to like tie in listening to Satan or whatever and giving into that sort of thing. And so she was like, in this scenario, I'm Satan, and I'm like, Alex, I need you to eat that dog treat. And I was like, okay, and I just popped it in my mouth, and then she just like stood there like mouth agape, and she was like, what? Why did you do that? And I'm like, you told me to eat it. And she was like, I didn't mean to do it literally. And I'm like, what was I meant to do? You told me to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Eat the tree.
And the entire class is just like freaking out. They're like, he actually did it. I'm like, I don't know what the frick you want. And so she like told me to go to the bathroom and clean out my mouth. I went to the bathroom and cleaned out my mouth. And then like there were two chicks that sat next to me and they both offered me pieces of gum. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's fun.
Damn, dude, of the devil, you were sealed from the day, from that day forward.
I think that's the only time I've ever had dog food. It wasn't even that bad. That's why I was like confused. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, that was so gross," and I'm like, "It really wasn't that bad."
It literally just takes like jerky that's like just dried up.
Yeah,
like
it's like
super
bread
dry.
jerky.
Yeah, bread jerky.
It really isn't that bad. The way I look at it, if you're not willing to eat the food you're giving your dog, then why are you giving it to them?
Fair.
That's why I bought Liam like the most premium kibble, because I was like, I'm not gonna give my dog some bullshit ass food that doesn't provide him any sustenance that I wouldn't even personally eat myself. I think that's just unfair. Like, I don't know. I have a weird thought process, but
you're not gonna think that way for your kids, are you? You're just gonna give them random shit.
No, hell no. If my kids want some like fucked up like candy and I taste it and I'm like this is horrible, I'm just gonna let them eat it. If they want it, fine. Be a horrible dad.
Yeah, I had a couple dogs growing up. Most of them were named George because I was a really big fan as a kid of George, Curious George. So
oh hell yeah.
Anytime that we got like a new dog, it would just be George. But most of them would only last like a year, maybe 2 years, and then they'd die somehow, getting ran over or stuff like that. So
farm dogs never last long.
Farm dogs. Nope.
I was about to say that is kind of the life expectancy of a farm dog, depressingly enough.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said you named him George, though, I was really hoping you said you named him after the George Lopez show.
Why?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Why, as a kid, would I do that?
I don't know.
Every kid has like the memory of waking up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. to George Lopez. Every single kid that I know.
Well, you don't kneel me then, because I never had that experience.
Really?
No.
Alex, wait, am I tripping? Did that happen to you?
What?
You never woke up to the like TV?
Oh yeah, no,
in the middle of the night. Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's why I was hoping that's what he said, because I'm like, that'd be so funny. Just one night he woke up to the George Lopez show and he was like, I'm naming every dog I have after George Lopez.
It would be such a strange reasoning.
I definitely woke up in the middle of the night to the TV, but it was not to George Lopez.
Yeah, it was always George Lopez.
I thought that's what you were saying specifically. I was like, not George Lopez, but yeah, I definitely woke up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's fair.
But most of my dogs, my sister started getting a Chihuahua, and that Chihuahua lasted so long that my entire family was like, Chihuahuas are pretty cool, and they're a nice house dog. So then everyone in my family started getting Chihuahuas, and we had my oldest sister, she got Rocco, and Rocco, I think within like the first year, maybe a year and a half, it got ran over, but it lived.
Oh.
It's a Chihuahua too, and it's like I don't know.
Immortal.
It pretty much was immortal because it got ran over that once, and then it stayed alive. Its leg was like fucked up for the rest of its life, but it like barely survived that incident. And then later on, it got ran over by a truck hauling a trailer, so it got hit by both of those things.
And lived?
and lived. And then later on, it's still alive. It's still fucked up. And bro, it sounded so bad. Anytime that you would like try to hype up Rocco, he would just start breathing like a smoker. He'd just like, bro, are you gonna die?
Also, Jake, if he was a dog.
Dude, real as fuck. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I have such mixed feelings with Chihuahuas because growing up, they are the most terrifying thing as a kid because you don't really understand what is lethal and what's not. And Chihuahuas are the most annoying, evil little rat.
Aggressive.
Dude. And so when I finally grew up, my grandma on my dad's side had a Chihuahua, and he was pretty cool. Like, he would, like, you know, try to bite me and shit, and I would just grab him, like, you rat. But, like, as a kid, they were scary. I think Chihuahuas are fine now. Like, I used to hate them, but they're cool. They're chill.
They're fine. Then
they're kind of goofy.
After my oldest sister got their Chihuahua, and that whole fiasco was like happening, and my dad got us a Chihuahua as well, and this one was called Ringo. No way, Ringo
Star.
Yeah. We named that one Ringo because Rocco was named after Rocco's world or whatever. Rocco's World.
Yeah, the little TV show.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what they named theirs after. Ours was Ringo. And that dog got so fucking fat. That thing was a fucking... It looked like a wiener dog that was small. It was so chunky. Bro, that thing was so chunky. And the funniest thing about that dog, that Chihuahua, was it got hit once and died. Rocco was skinny as hell. He got hit like 4 or 5 times.
Aerodynamic.
Ringo, the big one, got hit once, dead. Instantly. We were like, oh,
God.
oh no. But now we have another Chihuahua. His name's Harley for Harley Davidson because my dad likes Harley Davidsons.
Fair enough.
And he is following the footsteps of Ringo, getting fat as hell, but he's a lot bigger of a dog, or like he's got a bigger frame to start out with. So
he's built different.
He's built different, yeah. I don't think that he hasn't gotten hit yet, but you know. But we did have
put him on creatine, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Okay.
he's got to get those gains somehow. We had and just recently we had Cubby, my that was mainly the dog that I had growing up. Like the one that I like spend most of my time with. She was originally Stephanie's dog. But Stephanie had this whole fiasco with her dating life and stuff was happening. So she's like, I can't keep care of Cubby anymore, so I'm gonna have you take care of it, Mom and Dad. And Mom did not like it. My mom was really pissed off about that. She's like, I don't want this dog. This dog, it like, why are you giving us this dog and whatnot? So like she didn't like Cubby for the longest time, but after a while, Cubby was just kind of there, just always on the farm. And then anytime that me and my mom would go on like bike rides or stuff, like around the blocks, Cubby would come with us. And sometimes when me and Russell or like anybody went on like a bike ride or a walk, Cubby wouldn't go with us. But if my mom went by herself, Cubby would go with her. So
that's adorable.
Yeah. So my mom started to like really open up to Cubby, and she was like, "Oh, this is so like it was kind of a personal experience that she would have with Cubby all alone." But she about 2-3 weeks ago, she passed away. She was so old. She passed away of old age. She was getting like the arthritis and stuff like that. She was walking super slow, her breathing. She was like almost blind in both of her eyes. Her hearing wasn't that good either. So she lived a long life, but she was a good dog. Everybody in our family was really sad that she was gone, but that was my main like dog experience.
Yeah, Cubby sounds fucking cool. I feel like I met that dog, by the way. I have a very random memory of going to the farm. I've been there, but I don't remember why. And I remember seeing a room with like a collection of like old like antiques. And I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And you were telling me about a couple of things, and I think I met that dog outside.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alex, do you remember that? Because you were there too. That's the reason why we went. Was that the Canada trip we were picking up Garrett? Was it the same time?
I can't remember, dude.
But yeah, like
I think it was around that time.
Because I remember, I think I was getting back home for the military for like a week or so, and I think that's the first time I ever went to Garrett's like house, and we were either trying to hang out with Garrett or we were like getting him so we can go on the trip. Because we ended up taking your parents' car, right?
No, it was my car.
Oh, your car, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been around the same time. Yeah, I remember the farm. The farm's cool as fuck. I kind of wish I grew up on a farm. I had a brief experience of living on a ranch, which was kind of cool, I guess. I took care of like horses, pigs, all that. And Liam started getting used to farm animals, which I think was inevitably one of his downsides because Liam would run away from home all of the time. I would take him out to go to the bathroom the middle of the night because I was the only one that would stay up that late. And if I didn't go to bed, Liam didn't go to bed. And so he would bug me like, "Oh, I want to go outside." I'm like, "There's no way, bro. It's like 3 a.m. So I'd go outside with him. And the first thing this dog does, he goes to the bathroom, stares it off into the field. And I'm like, "Don't you dare." So I start trying to get closer to him, and then like the hair on his back would stand up and he would just sprint into the darkness, just tunnel vision at something. I don't know what it was. And I would just scream and I would holler and I would run after him. He was gone, right? And then he would show up at like 5 in the morning because we taught him to claw on the door whenever he got back because we couldn't stop him from running away, but we wanted to know when he made it back home safe.
Mm-hmm.
So he would start clawing at the door, and I would hear that in the middle of the night, and I would open the door, and there is my dog covered in cow shit, like green cow shit all over his, all over him. And I'm like, oh, you went to go play with the cows, huh?
Dirty.
Yeah, growing up on the ranch with my dog, that was so fucking awesome. And then we moved to our other house. I think Alex knows where that house is, but maybe you don't. My parents don't live there anymore. Because we got kicked out. But Liam would run away there a lot too. And one day he came back, and he was bleeding out of his side. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I started looking at the wound, and I thought it was barbed wire because he gets clipped by barbed wire a lot, but like it's never super deep, and he's fine usually. We had a spray that we would just spray him with and disinfect it.
Right.
But it ended up being a BB, and we took him to the vet, tried to get the BB out, and I am fucking seeing red at this point because I'm like, who the hell would shoot my dog? He doesn't hurt anybody. He's a perfectly fine dog. Like, he's so friendly. The only thing that this dog does, he'll probably kill you with licking you to death. That's it. And so I start going on a manhunt down my neighborhood and knocking on doors. And there's this one kid I knew from the bus when I was still going to school. And I was like, it was probably him, right? So I go knock on the door. His parent answers the door. I'm like, hey, was your kid shooting BB guns earlier? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, your kid shot my dog. He's like, no way. And so I'm like, no, get him out here. His name is Jace, I think. And I was like, yo, get Jace out here. Because I know him. I'm just going to talk to him. I'm not going to do anything. Just want to talk to him about it. And Jace comes out. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? Well, I wasn't going to do anything. I'm not like, I'm mad, but I'm not going to beat up a kid, bro. So I was like, hey, did you shoot my dog? Golden Retriever, pretty big. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you. So if you ever do that again, we're going to have an issue, bro. Like, seriously. He's a friendly dog. He's not going to do anything to you. You've met him before. He's walked me home from the bus several times. Don't do this shit again. And he's like, I didn't do anything, man. I'm like, all right, plead ignorance, man. We'll see what happens. And guess what? Never shot Liam again. So Liam passed away, I think, last year. It was pretty bad. I was driving around here in Japan for a while when I got that news. Because I felt like I abandoned him a little bit. Because my parents would tell me all the time, and I think this is kind of my parents' fault because I feel super guilty now. They would tell me like Liam would wait at the window, and he would like sit in my truck when I left for the military. He would go outside and he would sit in my truck because I used to take him on rides. And so my dad would see Liam waiting in the back of my truck, and he would take him on rides for me. And then they told me that Liam died at the window. He was laying down at the window. So they're like, I think he died like waiting for you. And I'm like, why would you tell me that? Like, but yeah, he was a great dog. Well taken care of. I can't even be like sad about his death because I feel like we took really good care of him. So
that's fair.
He lived a long life with several health complications and just was happy all throughout.
All right, Alex, your turn.
Oh yeah.
What's good, dude?
Dude, talk about Ashley. Talk about Ashley, dog. I want to hear about my fat queen.
I mean, there's not much to talk about. She doesn't do much.
No, but like, I remember there was a story of you getting Ashley, and then Soraya getting.
No, she got her cat first.
Yeah.
I wanted a dog, but my mom hated dogs.
Oh damn.
She doesn't like dogs.
Was this still at the childhood house?
I mean, I've only been in the one house.
Oh, that's fair.
I've been in the one house, and then I've had fish. I had fish in a little bowl.
I don't think.
And then they died.
Yeah, I was about to say, when we were friends, I don't remember you having fish.
And I got a couple of frogs. And then they died.
Did you pick them up? Did you just wait? Hold up. Explain the frogs. I want
And
to
then
hear
I
it.
got more fish. And then
And
they
then
died.
they died. Yeah.
And then we had birds probably before the fish, I think. But my dad shot those birds.
Those are dead.
What?
Yeah.
And my dad shot
What?
those birds.
For what?
My dad shot those birds.
I don't know. I just remember I
Oh my
I
god.
remember going to the store to Walmart back where it was before they moved it, you know?
Right,
Yeah, the
right,
old
yeah.
scene, yeah.
And remember going to Walmart with my mom and my sister, and we were in the back seats, and then my mom gets a call on the phone, and it's all like, "Huh, what's up?" And then she's like, "What?" And then we were like, me and my sister were like, "What's going on?" And then and then my mom was like talking more and getting all mad, and then she like turned the car back on and started driving home, and we were like, "Mom, what happened?" And she's like, "Your dad shot the birds," and we were like, "What?"
Oh my
She didn't even try
What?
to hide it from you. She
No,
just told you.
no. And so we went back.
Oh my god.
We went back, and there was just like feathers and shit on the sidewalk where he shot him.
Christ.
No, it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty funny.
Fucking murder scene.
It was pretty funny. And I never really got told why or anything. I was just shot the bird, and I'm like, oh,
He
okay,
shot the
cool.
bird. Got rid of
I
it.
think he shot. There were two of them, and I think he shot one, and then the other one just kind of died eventually because it was sad or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably because it lost its friend.
But I never really found out
Oh my
until
God.
like years later. I found out from my dad. Apparently, like the bird wasn't moving at all, but like its eyes were still moving and like it was still making noise, but like it just wasn't moving. So like something was wrong with it. So he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna shoot the fuck out of it."
Just pop a cap in his ass.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." I'm like, yeah, I guess whatever.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
circle of
it's
life.
cheaper than the vet, but oh man.
I think it's hilarious, honestly. And then,
It's funny how you brought it up because you were like going through. You were like, "Yeah, I had fish, I had frogs. Oh, I had birds. My dad shot those ones." I'm like,
I'm
"What?"
just trying to move
Yeah,
on
he
from
shot
it.
So nonchalantly.
he shot those birds.
Yeah, he shot them birds, man. I remember back.
But yeah,
Ooh.
no, and then my mom brought home a cat, and then that's my sister's cat now. It's really mean.
Bella. Yeah, Bella's. She's
It
rude.
hates men and people in general, but it's really, really hates men.
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't.
Like,
Okay, well, I was gonna make the joke, but good thing I was talking over
misogynistic
it.
cat.
Good thing I'm like
Can
talking
women be
over it.
misogynistic, or is that a man thing?
That's
Yeah,
a man
wait.
thing.
Is that a man thing?
Is that
cat's mean,
sexist
that's
to
all
say
I
that
know.
it's just a man thing to be
And then
misogynistic?
I was
Probably.
upset that I didn't have a cat. Then one day we went to the water park, and they had free cats there, and I was like, "Mom, mother, oh mother,
Give me
mother,
this
oh
cat.
mother, can I get a free kitty cat?" And she was like, "Are you gonna take care of it?" And me being a child, I was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'll do everything for it.
It's easy.
It's easy. I want a cat." And so I picked a cat, and now I have a cat.
Little fat queen. that
Yup.
just Sleeps and eats.
She's really loud and annoying.
I heard her in the background earlier.
She's really super soft. She's kind of an idiot sometimes. So I call her idiot a lot.
She walks
like
into
her
my
view,
room
man.
like every single time that the door's open. She'll just walk
She
in.
hates being alone, but she hates when you like try and touch her. Unless you're like,
Yeah.
she likes
I
getting
remember
pet,
that.
but like if you try and pick her up, she'll just be like, "Rah, rah," and then you have to put her down. But so like if she's alone, she'll like just go where the people are. Like
Garrett's
being
just like recording Apex, and then Alex is at work, and then Ashley in the doorway, the heckin' chonker, just taking up the whole doorway, stanced up, staring at Garrett, and Garrett's like, What do you want? What do you want from me? And she goes, meow.
But
Meow.
yeah, no, those are my pets.
Yeah, I love Ashley. I'm not gonna lie.
My pet is cool. I like pet. She's uber soft.
Uber
Has she
soft.
lost weight
Can
since I've seen
testify.
her?
Yeah, she's skinny. She's still got that little fat belly though.
Little fuba.
Sagging around, but it's not. She ain't fat. She's
Her
skinny.
what is what?
Her
Called
fupa.
fupa. It's called fat upper body.
No, I know you said that. I just thought that you said something else. Like,
Oh no.
thought that you said one of the sticks.
Anyway.
But yeah. Any other pets that you had, Jake? Other than the dogs?
I had mainly dogs. I'm a dog guy. I could talk about how Molly wanted to get a snake if we ever moved in together, and I was like, what kind of snake? Like, hold up, I hate snakes. Like, I didn't tell her that either. And she was like, oh, we'll probably get like it was some scary ass looking snake. And I'm like, how about a corn snake? You know, I was trying to compromise. Like some little tiny little baby snake that I wouldn't be afraid of. And she just wanted the biggest, scariest, like, eating an entire rat from the fucking Victorian era looking snake. Like, bro, oh my god.
No, I wanted a snake. I caught a couple water snakes over on the farm. Every now and again, I would catch the water snake and like try to keep it alive. It would die like within a week because I did not feed it correctly. I like gave it like I did try to feed it just Dorito crumbs.
Are the water snakes the one that live in the yards in Idaho?
Yeah. And okay. after one of them, one of the water snakes died, I went to go do a prank on my brother. So I pried. This is really bad. I pried the snake's mouth open and put it on my pinky and started running at my brother like, it bit me, and he's like, what do you mean? He's like so. He was so concerned. He's like, what do you mean it bit you? It doesn't hurt? And I was just like, no, it's dead.
Sad.
But me and
it bit me.
Me and my brother, the canals used to be they would shut off the canals and then the water would like go down. During the winter time, and me and my brother, we would just walk up and down the canals trying to find little puddles. And they would have so many, like, just little tiny fish, like minnows. They would just have so many fish, and we would just we would try to, like, some of them would be, like, frozen over because of the ice, and we would, like, break them with the ice, and then we would, like, try to revive them or something like that. We would try to, like, save the minnows. Yeah. We would try to revive the minnows, so we'd, like, have a bucket of water that we would be walking around inside the canal with, and we would just try to see how many minnows we could get. And dude, we got a lot one year. We got like a full bucket, like 5-gallon bucket filled to the brim, and there was maybe like half-inch of water between where each minnow was. There were so many in that bucket.
Ever since I saw this video on TikTok, I've kind of wanted to do it. You know the frog man?
The frog man?
The frog man. He will grab eggs from like lakes and rivers and stuff, and he'll grow them in the backyard until they become fully grown frogs.
Oh yeah. And he gets like the pond.
Them on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to cause irreversible damage to the environment and freak out my fellow humans. I think that would be the funniest fucking thing ever. Because imagine being on the news in Idaho.
It's just a prank.
Dude, yeah. Like the farmers are like, we were trying to gather potatoes this year and there was like fucking frogs everywhere. And then I get to smile in my room and I'm just like, that was me. I did that.
So you want to cause me more problems, huh, Jake? You want to cause me more problems on the farm than I already have?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That
fuck
would be
you.
so cool.
Fuck you, man.
Now you reminded me of a story actually. Me and Liam, I got my beach cruiser for the first time one year because my parents were pissed that it would always stay indoors and play like video games. So they got me a beach cruiser. I'm like, go outside with Liam. Stop taking him on walks. Go on like a long ride. I was like, all right, bet. I have a huge scar on my knee because I had a leash with Liam, and I was on a bike when I was a kid, and Liam fucking dashed to the left. I was holding the leash in my right hand, and he dashed to the left and caused me to crash my bike and dragged me for a while. And I was like, Liam, stop! Oh my god! And I looked at my knee, and it was just gashed open. I could see bone, and I was like, oh fuck, I am fucked. So I called my parents, and they came out on the golf cart, and they were like, oh yeah, you're fine. You don't need to go to the hospital. Sprayed it with like some antiseptic stuff, and I was like, all right. Um, but before all that happened, it was me trying to get back home. We were walking in ditches, just like you were talking about, because you know the mill behind my house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the attraction.
Mm-hmm.
We used to walk it. Me and Liam would walk in that muddy ditch.
Oh, that no. Okay.
Yeah. We would walk in that muddy ditch, and it would lead us to these like back roads. Like I was basically walking through people's private property, and they didn't even know it. And it would eventually lead to a
Classic.
river. So I was carrying my bike, and I didn't put Liam on a leash because I trusted him enough, and he wanted to stay near me rather than chase after people anyway. So I was carrying my bike. Liam was ahead of me, like trailblazing. I was looking for like rocks that I wanted. I was trying to make like a collection, and my mom loves like moon rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I don't know, I just like really fond of. I finally look back on those times that I was just wandering the back streets, getting lost in like the woods with my dog, and then eventually I would find a street, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can take this to the highway because I could hear cars. Um, I would get so lost though, and I would get so thirsty because I didn't bring water because I'm a dumbass. So me and my dog were just both panting, and I'm like, "Oh, we're lost! Help!" Man, I wonder to this day, like deep down in my heart, I'm like, "Can I get another dog?" I don't know if I can.
So you get stable. I would say that you need to be stable
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah. I mean, if I have a decent job and I get an apartment and a house, like I want to get another dog just because dogs are so fucking epic. But
We
I
know.
don't know what kind of dog I'd get.
Most of your talks has been dogs are epic so far, so we know.
Because they're super cool.
But other pets that we had, I mean, I grew up on a farm, so we had like cows, we had goats, we had pigs. We had pigs one time. We also had we always have chickens and rabbits. What are you gonna say,
Wait.
Alex?
Alex?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna mention this quickly. Do you know Afro chickens?
Yeah, we never had those.
Silkies? I had Silkies. We named them after old TV show girls because they were all girls and we wanted eggs.
Betty
We
White.
bought them in California. We had like Betty Boop. We had Laverne and Shirley. We had oh my god, I can't remember her name. But we had 4 chickens. They were fluffy, adorable. They had little tiny eggs, and they were great. They were great chickens. We gave them they lived for a very, very long time with complications, mind you. But like we took care of them very well. One of them had like a neck issue where like her neck would fold up and like her beak would like touch her chest and she couldn't undo her neck. And we were like, "Oh no, what's going on?" It was like a vitamin deficiency. We ended up like nursing her back to health, and she was completely fine. She lived the longest out of all the chickens. I think she was
Usually
the
is any animal that has like the most problems lives the longest. Just like Rocco,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
got ran
exactly.
over so many times, but still lived longer than the fat ass. And
I
I was
think it's
like,
just
wow, that's cool.
the traumatic experience for the animal just makes them want to live longer, just in spite of like
Just-
everything. You know what I mean?
They're like, life sucks. I'm a beat his ass. I'm a beat his ass to the ground.
I'm gonna show life where they can stick it.
But we had a bunch of rabbits. My brother, he's a vet now. He took care of the pets mainly, or at least the farm animals. Like, we always had rabbits. Sometimes we would give them away. Cubby had puppies one year, and we gave those ones away. It was up to Stephanie, but I mean, like, she was mainly dealing with her life, so we kind of had to deal with it anyways. But
yeah,
Cubby had puppies. We had bunch of cows. Goats were annoying as fuck. Super annoying. I remember we had pigs, and it was around the time when I was like 4 or 5, where I can like barely remember things. But I remember we had pigs, and then after we got rid of those pigs that I can remember, we've never had pigs ever again.
Yeah, that's fair. They're annoying.
Yeah. We had cows and whatnot. We had and then after I was like old enough, I was just like, I want my own type of pet. I want a gecko, because there was somebody related to my brother-in-law. I think it was his brother or his cousin. Anyways, my brother or cousin of my brother-in-law, he had like a gecko farm. Basically, he was like incubating eggs, and like he had so many geckos, and he would just like sell them, I think. And I was just like, hey, I want a gecko. So I'd get a gecko, and me and my brother had a gecko for a while, and we were taking care of it. But then Russell had to leave. He went, I think it was to college or something. He left, and I was like trying to keep care of him. But I think mine died first, and then Russell's died shortly after. The geckos did, because I don't think that I was watering their cage enough or something like that, so they like dried out. And then like half a year goes by, and I'm just like, I want another gecko, like around Christmas time, because I was like, I just want another gecko. So I got another gecko, and that one was short lived because my nieces and nephews killed that one like within 2 weeks or something like that.
Your God.
So then I was like, well, that's a joyous time. Then my nieces and nephews got their own gecko, so I was like, okay, this is fine. Like, then they can like deal with their, like, they can have their experience with them, and I can have my gecko. So I got another gecko, and this one lasted the longest. And I would always take him out of his cage, and then I would set him on my bed frame and just have him like wander around, because I had like tissues back there for like anytime I needed to blow my nose or stuff like that. I had like a tissue box back there, and he would like climb on the inside of it or like behind it. He liked being inside the darkness, and I'd just be like, hmm. And then one night I fell asleep when he was still out, and I was like, oh shit. I wake up, I tried looking for him in his cage, and I was like, where did I put him? And then I was like, oh, I had him out. So I was like looking around my bed and whatnot, and then I moved that tissue box, and he's just sitting back there. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh, he's chilling.
He's chilling. He's fine. But then, a little bit before he died, my nieces and nephews or I was at work. I was at Domino's, and then I come home from Domino's, and I see, or like I go into my room because I need to get changed out of my work clothes, and I see my niece, with the little container that I had my gecko in. It was on the floor, lid open, and then I just see her with the gecko in one hand and his tail in the other, and she just like looks up at him. She just looks up at me, and she's like, it fell off. I'm like, yeah, it did fall off. Now get out of my room. And she scuttled away. She like cried to her mom. This was the same one, mind you, Alex. No, this is the same, because it's the same mother of the kid that threw a pocket knife at me. Did I tell you this story, Jake?
I got what?
Yeah, he threw a pocket knife at me that was opened. Alex knows this story. I told him, but it's the same mother to that type of child. So I'm like, I can't ridicule this child, because they will just go to their mother and they will get pampered and like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong, like anything like that. So I just gave up after that. I was just like, you know what? Like, my gecko doesn't have its tail anymore. I'm sorry, but I do not care at this point. Like,
there's nothing you could have done. Yeah.
And then he died shortly after because I didn't really care for him after that. It's just sad.
Yeah. Well, I think we got to wrap it up. Is there any final thoughts, gentlemen? Alex?
No.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot.
Alex is just the background character at this point.
Yeah.
At least for this episode.
He had like the most traumatic like the most traumatic bird story.
My dad shot those birds.
You're rubbing your cat?
No, I'm rubbing my pussy.
Oh, okay. All right, gentlemen. All right. This is the end of the episode for the second one.
Coffee shop is closing.
Coffee shop's closing up.
We've got one more episode, and then we'll be tied with our record.
Oh, true. Actually, look forward to that. We're gonna be doing a celebration episode, the 4th episode.
Celebration of life.
Celebration
We'll have a memorial service to the other 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to go back through, rewatch all 3, and then critique it.
Oh yeah.
No,
oh, yeah.
Please.
Yes.
I was so cringe.
Yes.
Please don't. No.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that you said cunt like 5 times in that one.
Yeah, don't go back. Don't look over there. I don't know who that was. It wasn't me.
We filmed those back when Jake still owned people.
Oh.
That is fair, yeah. That was good times.
Man.
I used to come over and
it was different times.
You used to have a couple things.
Yeah, the only thing that stayed the same was Garrett's height.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, goodbye, guys. This has been fun. Coffee shop's closing up. Good night.
Bye.